Oh, no, but I can still birthday.
Yeah, awesome.
Everybody want to stand for a moment of reflection and prayer? And then we'll say the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call order. Mr. Skaggs, Mr. Stradley. Here. Mrs. Greaves.
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker. Here. Mr. Ward is public participation. Robert Armstrong.
That's me again. I came here to talk to you all about teachers. I've been I've been blessed and kind of humbled to be, come from a family of teachers. My mother was a teacher for 42 years. My sister's a teacher. My brother-in-law Dave, a teacher. My wife Karen Elizabeth was a teacher for 32 years. And my daughter-in-law Lori Anderson's a teacher, and one of my sons Josh is a teacher. Now, when I was in school, I wasn't what you call a model student. And if any of my teachers were alive and saw me standing up as a teacher, they'd wonder who I paid off to get my license, I'll tell you that. So, but anyway, a few years back, an old fella, probably 20 years younger than I am now, came up to my mom's house. I was out there cutting her grass, and he said, is Gladys, is her name Richie now? And I said, yes. Is she home? I said, yes. He knocked on the door. She came to the door, and he said, I've been looking for you for some time. I don't live near here, but I wanted to, for a long time, stop and tell you what an impact you had on my life. And when Karen Elizabeth and I were at the dock, there was a guy that came up to her and said, and I don't remember his name. He said, I want you to know you're the reason that I was a teacher. That kind of an impact on people's lives are not measured in performance tests. It's measured in what they give to those kids above and beyond the impact they have on their lives. I've got 9 grandkids. 3 of them have graduated and are successful adults now. And I have 6 remaining grandkids, and all of them love school. I think that's a tribute to our education system and teachers in particular. I've been in the classrooms of some of my grandkids, and every one of them was a rich, stimulating, welcoming, student-friendly environment. And I think we really, really needed during these times to pay attention to the great contribution teachers have made, both here locally and across the country. During the pandemic, I thought I'd call and ask a teacher what's happening, what they're doing out there now. Thank you, Lori. And you tell your husband if he pays as much attention on improving his poker skills as you do on being dedicated to your position, he might actually win a game. Anyway, the teachers out there, as you all know, are providing online instruction. But they're doing a lot more than that. They're interacting with the kids through Zoom and video presentations. And that's not all. They're putting together, along with cafeteria workers, food boxes for the kids and taking them out to them. I'd like to thank the administration for the support they've given those teachers and their efforts to go out and continue to have contact with all of their students. And for the students that don't have access to the internet or are not familiar, they've been going to their homes and giving them instructional materials. I know that here at Paint Valley, you guys are providing instructional materials that parents can drive up and pick up, paper and pencil tests. Again, I think that's great. So, you know, they have maintained positive relationship with these kids. And I think these kids are benefiting so much from it. And that's really basically all I have to say, is the fact that we really, really need, and not just here at Paint Valley. I know my daughter-in-law in Unionota, they're doing some of the same things there and in other school districts. So I just wanted to stand up here and say a few words and say a few good things about the teachers that we're all blessed to have here. And thanks for listening to me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Arnie.
We're very proud of them too.
Oh, I know you are. I know you are. I'm gonna if somebody else needs to come in, I'll go ahead and.
Not right now, so we're doing good so far.
Okay.
You might want to hear what Mark has to say.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Anybody got anything for him? Good. Mark Miller and Jeremy Hamilton. While he's here, we'll probably get Jeremy out.
Yeah, I asked him if he wanted to hear what I had to say.
He said no.
But I can send one to anyone you want. And I was asked about the shields and who we provided them to and how many we provided, so this is the little sheet that I have. So what happened is we had 15 3D printers, and of course we initiated a 3D print class this year, and to be honest with you, it wasn't about me, it wasn't about 3D printing. It was about getting these kids aware of spatial relationships and making them better at physics and calculus and mechanical things, and you know, implementing in a fun way where they could do it, but then they could print something and see results. So, you know, the 3D printer is always a reward. If you design it in a computer and you never see it, it doesn't necessarily make sense to you. So that was the concept behind the 3D printers, and it went really, really well. The kids really learned a ton. We actually tore the 3D printers apart the first week, looked at all the computer boards, which is scary, you know, modified them, put them together. I mean, they were very, very hands-on with them, and real proud of them. But what we wanted to do is, with that end goal in mind, was find a way to get it to the elementary and the middle school. So we had discussions of getting 20 more 3D printers, you know, at some point. Well, when all this COVID happened, my wife works for the hospital, and they knew I taught a 3D print class, and we're the only 3D print class with the resources we have around here. So they reached out to me and said, hey, any chance that you could produce shields, PPE? We're really nervous. So I actually went and met with all the infectious control at Adina and all that stuff, and we looked at different designs. I went home, and within 24 hours, we printed a couple prototype shields, took them in. One we ended up using was one that was recommended by the World Health Organization, but within 24 hours, we had printed some of the shields. And they said, is there any way you can get us 500 shields? And we said, well, we'll work on it, you know, we'll get them to you. So we started producing shields. Well, what the governor did and what everybody did, sorry, it's kind of odd. I saw John Denver in concert once, and he stood on a platform and he just spun like this. So anyway, we got those 500 shields produced, and I called my contact there, and she said, hey, we've told them from the community, we're okay right now. Now we still may need them, but are there people that need them now? And I said, Paxton Township, Twin Township, Huntington Township Fire Departments have already contacted me. As soon as we told people we were doing this, the people came out of the woodwork and said, man, we need this stuff. So the lady was really nice. I said, if you tell me we will run the printers 24 hours a day, within 4 days, I'll get you your 500. But is it okay if I go ahead and put these out to the community? And she said, yeah, by all means, get them to the people that need them. Right now, we're okay. We're going to be okay to the end of the month. And they were telling me their plans, and I was kind of working with them. So we started doing that. And we were producing these things. We got them to all the nursing homes in the area. They actually pulled them from the doctor's offices and stuff. So my wife works for Adina, but they actually pulled all their PPE to the COVID clinic. So even though Adina was saying they were okay, home respiratory, of all the people, home respiratory didn't have them. Their medical facilities didn't have them. So all the clinics. So we were actually supplying all the Adina clinics, and you can see on your list there. But there's not a soul that asked for a shield from us that didn't get a shield. We produced 2,000 shields in about 3.5 weeks, and that's what we produced here personally. A group started out of Southern State Community College. There's a person there who you probably say is a Paint Valley grad, Josh Montgomery. And to me, he's kind of a standout guy. He's done really, really well. He's well thought of. And he is big into the 3D printing, robotics, and all that. He contacted me and said, hey, we're doing this makers group, and we're providing shields for hospitals from Cincinnati all the way to Athens. Can you help us? We said, yep, by all means, we'll join your group. We'll do that. So we gave 1,356 shields to them, as well as meeting the needs of all the local ones. So I think that group put out 3,000 shields, ours were about half of them, to all those hospitals. And
everybody else was produced. They had one machine or two machines, and we showed up with.
Well, yeah, and I guess I skipped over that. When all this started happening, right, Adina was saying we need 500, this, that, and the other. The treasurer, superintendent, I spoke to them, and they were, and I can't say enough good things, they were super supportive. They said, hey, we were going to get those 20 other printers, get them now. Why wait till summer if you can use them now, if you need them now? Let's get them now, let's get them up and running. Actually had to call corporate at Micro Center. They had a sale, so we got 20 printers for $209 each. So for $4,000, what most people pay for one printer, we got 20 printers.
It was easy though.
It was bad. It was rough. But yeah, so we jumped through all those hoops, and like I said, they were super. So we had 35 printers running. There were no other colleges. There were no other places in the state.
We're the largest.
Yeah, Wilmington College, all these colleges were trying to run 10 printers and all these things to provide. And I felt really good coming from Paint Valley, and I don't want to sound bad, but it just felt really good from Paint Valley, having that kind of resources and being able to help the community. And even like McDonald's called us, and they do so much for us. It was nice to give back to Tip, at Long's and McDonald's and these places that help us all.
They always help us, McFadden's.
So I was really grateful about that. So that, and what I was nervous about it, but we were bringing in 2 kids at a time. We had the printer set up in separate rooms. So it was bringing in one kid, keep them kind of separate. Contacted parents, spoke to them, and I'll tell you, I was nervous about it. I had so much positive feedback from the parents and the kids because education doesn't always seem applicable. And my goodness, and it gave them they were all feeling kind of helpless, like there wasn't anything they could do. And those kids came in and they were so thankful. They were texting me and emailing me going, can I come in and help? Because I was trying not to overuse any of them and just bring in my 3D print kids. And I had more parents reach out and say, can this kid come in? Can this person come in? Can we come in and do that? We had an assembly party in the cafeteria. And I had 6 kids. I mean, on the farthest reaches of the, they're here, and here, and we put the printers together. But it's been a phenomenal project. It's really been good. I hope it's been good for Paint Valley. It's been good for the kids. We've made a lot of good contacts. Josh Montgomery, I was talking about. This may be one of the most exciting things to me. And I'm hesitant to say it because you don't know what will happen. But yeah, he's like I said, he's really progressive. He's doing well. He's trying to grow their program. He had met with University of Cincinnati. They do a lot of bridge programs at Southern State. He had set up with University of Cincinnati, and was the point of setting down signing papers where kids could do 2 years at Southern State, direct entry into University of Cincinnati, graduate with a bachelor's degree from University of Cincinnati, and information technology, so in IT, which is one of their hottest programs. So what else he did is he said a lot of our kids commute, can't necessarily go stay on campus. They are actually teleconferencing into Southern State. So the kid has the choice of going to Cincinnati for those last 2 years, or if they're local to Hillsborough, Bainbridge, whatever, going to Southern State, it will still be UC professors, it will still be a UC bachelor's degree, and getting a bachelor's degree from there. He said at the time, he said, I had no idea Pink Valley was that far along. We're starting robotics next year. We've got the 3D printing. We've added 2 different physical stems and a life stem. We've been really aggressive. Our math department's beefed up, heavy. So we're trying to hit a lot of those high classes that are respected. We're doing a lot of CCP courses, so kids are getting college credit for them. So anyway, long story short, he liked what we did so much and looked at the classes we offered, and he felt that we would be able to offer a 1-1-2 program. So our goal would be their junior year, they would have their first year of their bachelor's degree done. Could do it here with the robotics courses, the 3D printing courses, all that stuff we offer. Their senior year would be their sophomore year of their bachelor's degree. Now they may have to go to Southern State for a portion of it, half day like a lot of our kids do with OUC and things like that. But when they graduated with here, they would have 2 years of their 4-year Cincinnati degree done, free of charge to them.
And they automatically get a bid in.
And automatically, as long as they meet those grades, would be able to go either to, if they had to commute and didn't have a lot of money, they could go to Southern State's campus and get the final 2 years, or go on University of Cincinnati on campus and get the final 2 years. So.
And they're already kind of sucked into it, and they know they can do it because they've already done 2 years.
I think for 3 or 4 of our kids each year, my goodness, what an opportunity. So again, it's not anything that's official. Our grades had to be in for Southern State this week, so I'm kind of giving that. And the Shield produced, we've been pretty at it for 3.5 weeks. We were here at least once a day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and a lot of those days I was there 3 times a day. So it's been really busy, but it's been great. And like I said, we made connections out of a guy from University of Cincinnati, or from Cincinnati, that actually works with IT companies in India, who donated a lot of funding to that group and wanted to come in and speak to our kids about different opportunities and things like that to travel. So we've made a lot of connections through doing this. And, we're just hoping to continue to gain momentum, improve. So if we can get this IT program going, I'd love to do the same thing with the bachelor's in nursing and have a bridge for nursing. And I think this past year I had 4 or 5 kids that are going into nursing. And so if we could partner with them and do that as well, well, I think if we could get 2 years knocked out for our kids with no cost out of pocket, and again, give them a pathway where they know they can do college coursework and, get invested in it and see there's kind of a way out, and it would be very positive. So
everywhere me and Mark went, people came to us and wanted to talk to us because we was that small school that had all them printers and what we was doing and asking us what we was doing. And it made us awful proud. And the kids we was talking to, we went out to Southern States and did a bill party with the group, and all the kids was, really? You guys got all that? Really? How'd you get that? And we just told them, the administration backed, and they stepped up, and we got the stuff, and we've all put it together, and the kids have been so. You're kidding me? No. The kids have learned a lot, and Mark said, it gave them a sense of community, and it made them feel not as hopeless. That they was doing something to help our community. And Mark took his boys out, and I took Deb out, and a few of the other boys went out and handed them out a few times, and it put smiles on their face to giving the people that they knew they was helping and protecting. It was nice.
And the other thing that's nice, along the way, real nice, is I sit here and say that, but man, we've had so much support from here and everywhere, but the community as well. First everything was to first responders and things like that. And of course, everything we gave, we donated. Early on, we through the Southern Ohio Makers Group, they were doing donations from individuals, and they were basically saying how much filament did you use and we'll replace your filament.
At $20 a roll.
Yeah. We started out making shields for about $1 a shield, and we ended up making face masks for about $2 a shield just because of the cost of everything escalating and all that. But other people in the community really helped us out. Mr. Hamilton with Modern Woodsman, I was really tickled to get this call. I think he reached out to Wes and then put him in contact with me. But I don't want to say a lot, but I guess his group was trying to help people in communities that were trying to help with COVID. And so he reached out and said, hey, if you can kind of tell us what you're doing, and I'll submit it to corporate and we'll see what they think, and they may be able to help kind of sponsor you and refer some of the materials and some of the equipment. Because we built them one day, and when we flipped them on, they ran for 24 hours straight and didn't stop for 3.5 weeks. I mean,
At $200.
it was no test frames. It was nothing. It was flip the switch on, and for 3.5 weeks, they never shut off. So I got this through this summer, and and we'll do some maintenance. But boy, I appreciate him stepping up, and we've had some others, and it just makes you feel good to have that kind of support from the kids and the families and the administration and also the community. So
Yeah, mine's short and sweet. Just,
get up here.
we had heard, don't go for it,
Don't
don't
go
go
far,
for it.
gotta get pictures.
We heard, the district, what they were doing and their resources and the time that Mark was putting in. And so I called him up and said, I got $500 that, we can throw in, but, your email with pictures and everything that you did, we doubled it. And so we'd like to hand over a check for $1,000 to the district, present it to Mark here. However we can do this.
All right, guys. Okay.
All right. And so, I'll take this one. I'll give you one that the bank will actually take. Out of your guys' hair.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you much. Hey, I'll send this picture to you guys. All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you much.
Hey, I'm gonna take off. Is there anyone that has any questions about what we did? I tried to be quick, but if you have any questions, please, ask me anytime and
I guess for you guys too, Mark's gonna take off, so he's not gonna be here.
Yeah, you can process along the
You want
way.
anything, ask him now.
Southern State, we were looking, they got a lot of pets and this, that, and the other, but they're good to our kids. And what they're doing is they're reaching out, and I see them creating bridge programs. They've accepted the fact that they were probably first 2 years here, cut expense, and then they had 4 different people they bridged with for like that nursing program. And they're reaching out to UC, and like I said, so it's an easy fit for a lot of our kids, especially with so many of our CCP classes. Linked to them, they're graduating with 30 credit hours of Southern States, before they even hit the door. So if we can go ahead and continue that and help along the pathway, if we can get 8 or 10 of our kids, like I said, 2 years of college covered, and automatic admission to a program we know they can be successful, that would be a good thing for a school.
It takes a lot of scary out of it for them. They know they can do it. They've done 2 years. All they got is 2 more.
I'm shocked, man. I thought some days on that. That's what's up.
Yeah, he didn't tell us. He told us about
500.
That's $1,000.
All right.
Mark,
Thank you
Thank
so much for you always come up with some good ideas, and we just let you run with them. So
This one just fell on us, man.
Appreciate it.
It came to us.
you've done a lot of work except for making that poor lady mad.
Making what?
That lady mad in Cincinnati.
Hey, and by the way, it's right now what I did is, there's not a lot of demand. So I've got 80 shields that probably are printed now that need to be put together. I don't want to overproduce and then waste material. 70. I don't want to overproduce and waste material, but you guys here, especially if we go through these waves, of someone that needs shields, by all means, tell them that the machines aren't off.
Yeah, we come back.
We'll be happy to flip them on, help anybody in the community we can, whether it's that or the little back straps they make. Those are nice, they cost 10 cents to make those, and I got 300 of them sitting in there. So anyone that's wearing them, that's rubbing on their ears and things like that, just have them either reach out to you guys and let me know, or reach out to our email, and we'll run 24 hours a day, give it to me, we'll do everything we can to help everybody.
So we can produce, if we run full bore, we can produce about 135 a day.
Yeah.
The shields. And I don't know, man, those little ones, we can produce a bunch of them.
It's pretty impressive. When we were rolling 140 shields out a day, everyone looked at us and said, "Where? Wow,
Right.
holy cow."
We're getting 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty neat. So. All
Thank
right, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Thank you guys both for coming.
Okay.
I am.
You need to add that donation, make that P on the consent agenda. What was it for, 1,000 or?
It was 1,000.
1,000. So just $1,000 donation from.
Yeah, as I said, we doubled it.
Oh, I didn't catch that. That's awesome.
From.
Modern
With
wood.
Modern Woman, make that P on the consent.
No, we already have E on the other page.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, is it on there?
You are,
Yeah.
sorry, we are.
Sorry. I get the, R, my fault. Thank you, Katie.
Anybody have anything, any questions on that or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Shoot.
Is that something we're looking at maybe having for us when we come back?
The, what?
The masks?
You have me on, wait, I mean,
No, but I meant, everybody's gotta wear a mask.
they're not masks, they're face
They're
shields.
shields, yes, yeah.
I mean, you can wear them, but I think the governor does not equate those, you still have to wear a mask underneath it. It's a
Okay.
face shield for your eyes and for a splash.
Okay,
It doesn't protect
all right.
air going in and out.
Done. Those things, they fogged my glasses up.
Yeah. Okay. We'll head on, Sean should be here any second. If you guys would, consent agenda, resolution 050120, if you guys want to read through that real quick. Motion? Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Question? Vote please.
Mr. Skaggs. Here, Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Dries?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Lord is absent.
Financial contractual resolution 050220 is recommended to approve the offering of student accident insurance and voluntary football coverage for 2021 school year with the Guaranteed Trust Life Insurance Agent, Student Protective Agency. Motion. I'll move. Second.
Second.
Mr. Shoemaker. Discussion? Okay, so what if we don't have a student?
Yeah.
This is just a perfect,
It's just.
Just in case?
Yeah. The students buy it, so
just that we're offering.
we
Okay.
offer it.
Trying to be
Yeah.
positive, but obviously.
Yeah. Vote please.
Mrs. Dries?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes. Resolution 050320 is recommended to approve the representation of Paint Valley Local School District regarding complaints against valuation of real property and initiative responses to be filed with Ross County Board of Revision for the tax year of 2019 in the Paint Valley Local School District, utilizing the legal services of Robert N. Morrow, Esquire of Lane Alton, representing the Ross County Schools in the Board of Revision matter. Motion. Thank you. Second, please.
Second.
Thank you.
It's me and you.
Yeah, I said you all got to pay attention. Discussion. Vote please.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes. Resolution 050-420 is recommended to approve a contract with South Central Education Service Center and provide services to Paint Valley Local School District during the FY '21 school year. Motion. Thank you. Second, please.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion. Vote please.
Mr. Skaggs? Which one we on?
4.
4. Let the record show Mr. Skaggs has made the meeting and is now present. Yes. Take over presidential duties.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Resolution. Yep, you're on 5.
Resolution 050520, recommended to approve contract with Meta Services for FY '21, EMIS liaison services and support for $13,000. Motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Now I can.
Is that Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Resolution 05062, recommended to approve FY '21 Meta Master Services Agreement for fiscal support for state software, SIS support progress book, EMIS support and co-op membership at a cost of $16.75 per ADM, 836 totaling $14,003. Motion.
Motion.
Second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Resolution 05072, recommended to approve FY '21 agreement with Meta Solution for Progress Book Suite Special Services and Library Services, Info Ohio Automation in the amount of $3678.40. Motion.
I'll motion.
And a second.
Second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Resolution 05082, recommended to approve treasurer's bond for Evan Keaton payable to Highland Administrative Services in the amount of $250. The bond is for a period of 3 years, August 1, 20 to August 1, 23. Motion. Motion. And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion. And roll.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yep.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 050920. Would you folks kindly read through that real quick? If you haven't already. Motion.
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 05102, recommended to approve the purchase of Chromebooks for Paint Valley Local School District in the amount of $49,938 to be paid from the Technology Set-Aside Fund. Motion.
Move.
Second.
I'll second.
Discussion.
Are these replacing Chromebooks that we already have or purchasing additional Chromebooks for additional use?
These will go for replacements for teachers, incoming freshmen, they get a new Chromebook, and then a few will be dispersed in the elementary and a few spares.
Could you get in closer to 50,000?
No.
Have we noticed that a lot of them in need of repair at this point?
No, they're pretty good with them. 1 week maybe, and that's just wear and tear, not one break.
Thank you.
Roll.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Mr. Spadafore?
Yep.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Schindler? Resolution 051120, recommended to approve the 2020 graduating seniors at Payne Valley High School. Motion? Second?
Second.
Roll. Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs? Yes. Mr. Spadafore?
Yes.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Personnel, resolution 051220, recommend to approve 3-year contract for Mr. Uri as elementary principal beginning August 1, 2020. Mrs. Uri will be placed at step 1 on the administrative salary schedule. Motion. Motion. Second.
Second.
Discussion. Roll. Mr. Skaggs? Yes. Mr. Spadafore?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker? Yes. Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Resolution 051320, recommends to approve Joel Holder as middle high school principal beginning 2021 school year. Motion.
Move.
Second. Second. Discussion. Roll. Mr. Spadafore?
Yes.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker? Yes. Mr. Skaggs? Yes. Recommended to approve Louis Uri as assistant superintendent with responsibilities to include athletic director, transportation supervision, transportation discipline, custodial supervision, and special education. This change begins 2021 school year. Motion. Second.
Second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mr. Spadafore?
Yep.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Resolution 051520, recommend to approve 1-year contract for Malachi Pulliam as middle and high school guidance counselor beginning 2021 school year. This contract is a 9-month contract with an additional 20 days per school year. Motion.
Move.
Second.
I'll second.
Discussion. So he will not be contract all the way through to like teacher or anything like that then?
No, he'll be taking on the guidance, from middle school, high school.
Okay.
So where will he be located?
He'll be over in the high school, but he'll
They'll cover.
kind of float around as needed.
Okay.
And Teresa will still be here, she'll be doing more curricular stuff, but she's here to also, she has 3 more years left and she can turn it in over these next several years.
Groom him mentor properly?
Yes.
Wonderful. Roll.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Spadafore?
Yes. Resolution 051620, recommended to approve 1-year contract 2021 for Lynn Shoemaker's high school math, step 30 master's degree certified salary schedule. Motion.
Move.
Second. Second. Discussion. This is Lynn Shoemaker from Washington Courthouse, current high school.
Correct.
Wow, what a blessing.
She is, I don't know how we pulled that off, but she is an excellent teacher.
Watching the.
Mr. Holden.
Mr. Holden.
Mr. Holden, she's no relation. I taught with her years ago.
She's a rock star.
She's good, man.
She said she wouldn't have come here if it wasn't have been for our STEM classes. She wanted to be a part of this STEM class startup.
She's excellent.
And Marty Miller was thrilled to death that she.
Kudos to Joe for doing that.
He went out and recruited her and
Yeah.
landed her, so.
Yeah, I didn't think she was ever come back this direction.
Shocked me.
Roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Spadafore?
Yes.
Mrs. Drews?
Yes.
Mr. Shoemaker?
Yes.
Resolution 051720, recommended to approve 1-year contract 2021 for Corey Dye as middle school health teacher, high school response to intervention, step 20, masters plus 15, certified salary schedule. Motion.
I'll motion.
Second,
Second.
discussion. Roll.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Resolution 051820, recommend to approve the following. Please read that.
Another big one.
Red. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes. Resolution 051920, recommend to approve one-year contract renewal for 2021 for elementary teacher Chasta Brewster. Motion. Motion. Second.
Second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 052020, recommended to approve one-year contract renewal 2021 for elementary teacher Luke McAllister. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion. And roll.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes. Resolution 052120, recommended to approve one-year contract renewal 2021 for elementary teacher Andrea Mayer. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Resolution 052220, recommended to approve one-year contract renewal 2021 for elementary intervention specialist Riley Bullion. Motion. Move. And a second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Is she due up to come up on a 3-year next year?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
So I think
She-
this is.
she- I think
She
so.
should be.
Yeah, she should be 3.
I was just curious.
One.
Well,
This will be her third year.
Yeah. this is for
You go
her.
1-1.
Roll.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 052320, recommended to approve one-year contract renewal 2021 for elementary teacher Felicia Henry. Motion.
Move.
And a second. Second. Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Resolution 052420, recommended to approve 3-year contract renewal 2023 for elementary teacher Megan Deal. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 052520, recommended to approve 3-year contract renewal 2023 for elementary teacher Adrena Detlower. Motion. Move.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 052620, recommended to approve 5-year contract renewal from 2020-2025 for elementary teacher Sarah Willman Ward. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion. And roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Sprout?
Yes.
Mrs. Reese?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes. Resolution 052720, recommended to approve a 1-year contract renewal 2020-2021 for middle school teacher Christina Ryder. Motion.
I'll move.
And a second.
Second.
discussion? Roll.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 052820, recommended to approve a one-year contract renewal 2020 to 2021 for middle school intervention specialist Jessica Gill. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Resolution 052920, recommended to approve 5-year contract renewal 2020 to 2025 for middle school teacher Tristan Norman. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
Second.
Discussion? Roll.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 053020, recommended to approve 1-year contract renewal 2020 to 2021 for high school teacher Nathan Crawford. Motion. And a second.
Second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Resolution 053120, recommended to approve a 1-year contract renewal 2020 to 2021 for high school teacher Angela Jackson. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Resolution 053220, recommended to approve a 1-year contract renewal 2020, 2021 for high school teacher Jessica Fairley. Motion.
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Resolution 053320, recommended to approve 3-year contract renewal 2020 to 2023 for high school teacher Terry Baker. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 053420, recommended to approve a 3-year contract renewal 2020-2023 for high school teacher James Gardner. Motion.
Motion.
A second.
I'll second.
And discussion? And roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Resolution 053520, recommended to approve 3-year contract renewal 2020-2023 for high school intervention specialist Thomas Newman. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? And roll.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes. Resolution 053620, recommended to approve a 3-year contract renewal 2020 to 2023 for high school teacher Mark Miller. Motion.
Move.
And a second.
Second.
Discussion.
Anybody know who this guy is?
Roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yeah.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Schumaker?
Yes. Resolution 053720, recommended to approve 5-year contract renewal 2020 to 2025 for high school teacher Nicholas Teron. Motion.
Motion.
And a second.
Second.
Discussion. And roll.
Mr. Schumaker?
That man has done miracles with our band. I'm telling you. Yes.
Mrs. Bruce?
Yes.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yep.
Addendum.
You got dollar approved.
Resolution 050120, accept donation in the amount of $300 from Valerie Crawford for the 3D printing of COVID-19 masks.
We already did that.
You already did the addendum?
It was added to the consent.
We added it to consent.
Okay.
You just have to do.
And we added, you just want 382 of it.
Correct.
And we added an R to that too. It was $1,000 from Modern Woodsman.
He stepped up.
Yes, he did. He had $500 while he was standing here while Mark was giving his speech.
Resolution 053820, recommended to approve a one-year contract 2020 to 2021 for Caitlin Anderson as a high school English teacher at step 0 of the certified salary schedule. Motion. And a second?
Second.
Any discussion? And roll.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yep.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Drees?
Yes.
Mr. Schuper?
Yes.
Questions from the public related to agenda items only. Members of the public who are in attendance may ask questions about clarification of agenda items. It will not be necessary to register in advance. It is required that the person prefaces their question by stating their name and address. All statements shall be directed to the presiding officer. No person may address or question board members individually.
It's just me.
I have a quick question that I just noticed. I thought, Lana was on a 3-year disability rather than retired. Lauren, I
It
mean.
was, the process, the way it went, and it got put back in the workers' comp, so they allow, help me out here, they allow something additional, so we had to do this.
Right.
Law.
Yeah.
So, because she would have been done this year on the previous thing that we approved. So, because it was open back up through DWC, we had to do that.
I want to add something. Dave said, and Mr. Tron, with my daughter going to OSU and, Ray going to OSU this year as a music major, and we've had other kids go to other big colleges too. We've never had that before, and that's because of Mr. Tron.
We need to pay him so he'll stay. His supplementals are way below what everybody else in the county is.
Fix it.
$722.
Motion.
Move.
And a second. Mr. Shoemaker, and roll.
Mr. Skaggs?
Yes.
Mr. Stradlin?
Yep.
Mrs. Drees?
Yes.
Mr. Schumer?
Yes.
Time.
Who's first? Joe.